Hey developers, welcome to Devcovery. Today, we're bringing you the hottest open source projects trending on GitHub, so you don't miss any tech developments worth your attention.
Today, we're taking a deep dive into a trending project on GitHub, Spec-Kit, a powerful toolkit directly from GitHub to help you master spec-driven development. This project is exploding in popularity because it offers a structured approach to building software, ensuring your code aligns perfectly with its design specifications from the very start. What if the most chaotic part of modern software development, this so-called vibe coding with AI, could be made structured, repeatable, and predictable? A new project from GitHub isn't just asking this question. It's offering a framework that fundamentally rethinks how developers collaborate with artificial intelligence. The project is called Spec-Kit. It's an open-source Python toolkit from GitHub that introduces a new paradigm, spec-driven development, or SDD. The core idea is to turn natural language specifications into executable instructions for AI assistance. And it's clear this idea is resonating. The project has gained massive traction, accumulating over 100,000 stars, with more than 900 added in a single day. That kind of engagement points to a deep need for a more systematic way to build software with AI. So, what's the core problem Spec-Kit is trying to solve? It's the inherent unpredictability of prompting AI coding assistance. This vibe coding approach might feel intuitive, but it often leads to inconsistent and non-reproducible results. For decades, software specifications were just static documents, guides that were often tossed aside once the real coding began. AI assistance only made this disconnect worse, turning one-shot prompts into a high-risk gamble. Spec-Kit's unique angle is to make the specification itself an executable artifact. The spec is no longer just a suggestion. It becomes the first binding step in a structured, automated workflow that guides the AI all the way from a high-level concept to the final code. At its heart, Spec-Kit is a meta-framework for orchestrating AI development. Its technical depth comes from a very elegant design philosophy. Let's break it down. First, it introduces the concept of executable specifications. This means natural language requirements, written in Markdown, are transformed into structured inputs that an AI can process systematically. The spec file literally becomes code. Second, Spec-Kit uses a layered template override system. A great way to think about this is like CSS for AI prompts. Rules in local project files can override presets, which override extensions, which in turn override the core defaults. This layering provides immense flexibility for customization. And third, an AI agent abstraction layer offers a single, unified command interface for over 30 different AI assistants. This standardizes how developers interact with tools like GitHub Copilot or Claude, making the underlying AI model a swappable component. The entire process even cleverly uses the file system as its state machine, where each document marks a clear stage in the development lifecycle. So, how does this work in the real world? In practice, Spec-Kit is useful in a number of different development scenarios. For brand new greenfield projects, it helps ensure consistency from concept all the way to code. Teams can also use it for creative exploration, maybe to quickly generate prototypes using different tech stacks like .NET versus Node.js to compare solutions. It also supports brownfield projects, which means developers can add features to large, existing systems while still respecting established architectural rules. For technical leadership, it offers a powerful way to standardize AI-assisted development across an entire organization. While getting started is as simple as installing a command line tool, mastering the structured, multi-step process requires a real commitment to a new way of working. Community feedback so far seems cautiously optimistic. On one hand, users praise the structured, multi-stage process. They say it reduces rework, and they appreciate that specifications can be version-controlled and used across different AI tools. On the other hand, there are some concerns. Some worry that the quality of the final code is still completely at the mercy of the underlying AI model. Others feel the process is just too heavyweight for small projects, clashing with the culture of rapid prototyping. But despite its innovative design, Spec-Kit does face some significant challenges. First, its effectiveness is completely dependent on the performance of external AI models. This makes the whole system vulnerable to their changes and inconsistencies. Second, the core logic, which is encoded in text-based prompts, can be brittle. And maintaining compatibility across dozens of constantly evolving AI agents is a monumental long-term burden. Furthermore, the high level of abstraction seen in a command like spec-kit implement carries a risk. It could create a generation of developers who lack a deep understanding of the code their tools are actually producing. Ultimately, Spec-Kit is not just another AI coding assistant. It is a framework for orchestrating them. It aims to bring discipline and predictability to a chaotic field. It does this by transforming the developer-AI interaction from a simple conversation into a structured, auditable, and repeatable manufacturing process for software.
That's all for today's Devcovery. We hope these GitHub trending projects spark some inspiration for your development work. You can find all the repos mentioned in the description below. If you enjoyed this episode, don't forget to subscribe to our channel. See you tomorrow at the same time.